Morning, everybody out there. My name is this morning. Uh, I would like to thank the he, he, the God of the Hebrew nation. His name is Isaiah. Like to thank Spirit, the mother of the Hebrew kingdom. My name is Queen and Prophet Elisha Ba, and I'm here today to teach another one of our Hebrew knowledge school lessons today. That's why I'm here for you. Okay? Let me get my chair fixed here. Right way. Okay. Um, I would like to see Shabbat follow the 124,000. But again, just to, because this is the Hebrew Knowledge School, the name of our school is the God of Israel 12 Tribes Knowledge School. Okay, this is the school that's going to take knowledge, the wisdom and understanding from the God of Spirit. Okay, so talk to you a little bit about the Sabbath day. Okay, because I'm here to correct you, correct you, correct you. That's what I'm here to correct. Not, I mean to do what I'm doing. It's just that I've been chosen to do what I'm doing right now. For the kingdom, the Hebrew nation, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. The remnant right now, we are very end of everything. As we can see, we are the very end. It doesn't matter how much you uh, gen, try to ignore what's going on in this world, and go on with what he is doing, how he's bringing wealth and destruction on Jerusalem. They wanted to ignore, and they wanted to believe in their gods. Gods is it's the same exact religious people. Very religious, religiously very docile. You don't want to listen to who the God of Israel, the God of the Hebrew nation and kingdom have in this for you to listen so you can learn, understand, and be and get yourself ready to go meet your God. Okay? It's three gods. So the Son, Mother, Father. You got to get yourself ready to go. If you're sitting up, you're never going to get ready. You're never going to get ready. You're never going to get ready. So this is my job. This is after large audience of people. I'm only looking for the few. As the God of Israel told me, it's only a few, Lord. It's only a few. It's not a lot of people that's going to come with me and be with me. It's just a few. So let's talk a little bit before we go into our lesson this morning. Let's talk a little bit about the Sabbath. A little bit about the Sabbath day, because uh, we have Hebrew Israelite. We had a 7 day Adventist uh, going around, and you got other organizations that believe in keeping the Sabbath also. But let me just clarify as the God of the God of Abraham, the God of high is his name. You notice I didn't say most high, because most high. That's not what he told Moses. Bible. That's not his title. That's just an injection that they injected in the King James Version Bible and all the Bible translations that we see. It's just an injection, not the God title. So let me help you, Hebrew and Gentiles also that believe in keeping the Sabbath day. There is no way that you can keep the Sabbath on this side of. Okay, let me repeat it two more times because you have to get it in your thick, ungodly skulls that there is no way in this earth that you can keep the Sabbath day on this side of the world. There's no way. I don't care how much your elders tell you you keep the Sabbath day. I don't care how much your pastors are trying to teach you that the Sabbath is a holy day. Yes, it's a holy day, but it's a holy day to the God of Israel in the heaven. That's what it's about. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the God who rested. He rested 7 days from all his work. Okay? We get ready to go into the lesson. So it's all about the God. He don't feel on this side of the world. The God of Israel kingdom is Zion. The God of Israel, okay? The God of Israel kingdom is in peace. Okay? It's not west. It's not north. It's not south. It's east. And that's where he is. And if you go through the scriptures in the Bible with understanding, opening up your eyes instead of listening to what your religions are teaching you, then you can clearly see that you can only keep the Sabbath day. And when it said in the Bible, keep the Sabbath day in all your dwellings, that just means wherever the children of Israel was living when they was in Jerusalem, because they all had different percentages of the different priests had their different precincts and gates and areas that they lived in as the 12 tribes. But in the Bible, King James Version Bible, it says that you must go to Jerusalem to keep the Sabbath. And you cannot keep it anywhere. So what you are doing, Hebrew Israelite, Christian Church, and all the rest of y'all, is you cannot, God is to keep the Sabbath. Okay? The Sabbath day is almost over in Jerusalem. It's almost over. What time is in Jerusalem? Look at your time. It's almost over with. And when it's over with in Jerusalem, it's over with. It's over with, period. It's over with, period. Because you can only keep it there with the body. Okay? And that's why he kicked the Hebrew nation and kicked the King nation out of for the prize, because they was polluting the Sabbath. They was polluting it and doing what they wanted to do. And now the Sabbath, there's no one in Jerusalem, so you can only keep it there. So don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Please stop fooling, deceiving your own self. Your God is not on this side. And that's the only place you'll be able to keep the Sabbath. Yes, you can recognize and acknowledge. Thank the God of Israel for his Sabbath. But saying that you keep it, no. Okay, we're going to go into our lesson now. I just had to throw that out. And if anybody have any questions about the Sabbath, more about the Sabbath day, Just leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. Yes, I'm a woman. So what? God is you can use whoever he wants to. Again, that's your religion that teaches you. Okay. The title of our school, the name of our school, I'm sorry, is the God of Israel 12 Tribes Hebrew Knowledge School. Okay. Today, our title, our topic for this lesson, our Hebrew lesson, our Hebrew Knowledge School lesson today is Hebrew Knowledge School Lesson 4, Forbidden Sexual Intimacy, Marriage Relations. We need to talk about this. We need to really seriously talk about it because this is a very, very, very great problem in this world today, in this earth. It was a great problem when the children of Israel, our ancestors, the Hebrews, was in this. It was a great problem back then, and it's a great problem back now. It's just that your elders, your Hebrew Israelite elders, and your pastors, and your bishops, and your rabbi now, they choose not to deal with this because they want to keep you down with hidden religion. Okay? So let's pick it up our Hebrew knowledge lesson today. Our yada is we're gonna start with Deuteronomy 22:13, and we're gonna be using the Strong's Concordance. We're gonna look up a couple Hebrew definitions today in the Strong Concordance. So let's get Deuteronomy 22:13. Marriage and relationship and forbidden sexual intimacy. You need to learn about it. What is forbidden? What kind of sex can I have? What I can't have? What I can do? We need to understand this as Hebrew so we don't defile and pollute our body. Okay? That's what we need to understand. We need to understand everything we need to understand to get ready to go meet our God in Jerusalem, in our border. Okay? So Deuteronomy 22:13. 22:13. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Great Holy Spirit, Mother of Jerusalem, the walk. I give the glory, the honor, the praise this day, this time, this platform that you have set up for me to try to help the children of Israel. Thank you, Father. I give you the glory, honor, and praise. And 22:13. Let's start at verse 13. This is sexual matter. This is up under the law. What the God of Israel want us to do when it's concerning a woman and a man that's in a sexual relationship or that's in, uh, in a marriage, So we need to understand about sexual matters concerning a woman or a little girl and a little boy. Okay, because up under the Hebrew culture, they got married at ages. I mean, a little girl could be anywhere from 14 up and married. Okay, a little boy, they, even under the Hebrew culture, you had little boys, Hebrew little boys taking the throne at 8 years old, 7 years old, 16, their father taking the throne as Hebrew king. So of course they had to have, understand about marriage and all of that. So this is what I'm saying. Our nation, the Hebrew nation, we are not, we were not dumb people. We was not dumb people. You dumb people now because you have let the things of this world and the people of this world and the rulers of this world dumb you down. They have dumbed you down and you don't understand anything that you need to understand. So they have dumbed you down. Called believe that you do the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are higher than God is. They don't have nothing to do with it. So they have dumbed down as Hebrew Gentiles. The way you think, your thinking is a Gentile. You think like a Gentile, you act like a Gentile, you eat like a Gentile, you do everything the way a Gentile. So I'm here as the prophet of the God of Israel to edify you and to correct you and to show you your iniquity and your sin that you are committing in the God of Israel in your own self. So as I was saying, we we greatest people on the face of earth and the most intelligent, smartest, brilliant, genius people on the face of earth. There was no people in this world smarter than a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman and a Hebrew girl and a Hebrew little boy. No one. No one. But you have lost your way, Israel. You have lost your knowledge. You have lost your wisdom. You have lost your understanding. All you know now is what some man teach you and what some man show you in some religious sect. Okay? So let's read. It says, verse 13 of Deuteronomy out of the Torah, verse take and go in unto her and hate her. So if any man, become a Hebrew man, I'm not going to, the law is for Gentiles. The law wasn't created for Gentiles. The 12 tribes of Israel. They don't know who they are. All they know, they come from Africa. Now they call themselves American. They don't know you trying to know and understand to get you off the hook with the God of Israel. You're not trying to know. You're not trying. You are as a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman. Who you are, period. You just think you was born. That's all you want to believe, and that's all you want to know with this stupidity. So if any man go into her, and we got a lot of that going on today. We have a lot of that going on today with relationships and couples and people having a lot of sex with all kinds of partners and different men and women. And it's a lots and lots of that going on to a lot of that. Okay? And that's why I'm here to talk to you. That's why I'm here to talk to you, to help you to understand that you cannot be going around taking your penis out and slanging it up in all kind of women, men. You cannot do that. That's against the God of Israel. You cannot go women, opening up your legs. You meet a man at a bar, you want to, you like him, you looking at him, you like the way he look. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna take him home with you, and you're gonna open up your legs and have sex with him. And you know absolutely nothing about this. You know absolutely nothing about you, and you guys just going into a sexual intercourse, which is against the God of Israel. Okay, again, Hebrews. Hebrews are Judah, Negroes all in the earth. Dominican, Simeon, Haiti, Levi, okay? Puerto Ricans, Ephraim, Manasseh, Cuban, Benjamin, Jamaican. These are Hebrew, okay? These are Hebrew. North American Indians, Gad, okay? These are Hebrew. Zebulon, Panamanian, Honduras, all up in there, Zebulon, okay? Panamanian, Belize, Negroes, Judah. So you get the point. You get the point what I am saying. Issachar, Mexican, the Mayans, the Aztecas, Issachar. You get the point what I'm saying to you. James Version is telling you about God Israel created our bodies sacred. You should treat your body sacred. You shouldn't let every on you and all of that. You know what that do, and I'm gonna get into that. So if the Hebrew man go into her, and after he go into her, he hate her. Meaning, oh man, he go tell his friends, hit his friends up. You know what, bro? I just banged that up. I just banged that up. I just went hard, man, up in that, bro. I exploded up in there, man. Like, I don't like her, man. I don't like her sex. I don't like her body. I don't like nothing about her. I ain't gonna. I don't want to see her no more. I ain't gonna. I don't want to talk to her no more. That was just a hit and run, bro. A hit and run. I know how Hebrew men talk, men of color. I know how they talk about the women after they don't have sex with them, after they don't got them to defile themselves with them. You know what I'm saying? I know how they talk. Nah, man, I ain't gonna never hit that up no more. That ain't what I want, man. So yeah, immediately after he went in unto the Hebrew woman, the daughter of Zion, he hated her. He did not like the sex. He didn't like the way she looked when she took all her makeup off. She took her weaves, all her practice stuff started falling out of her head. Eyelashes fell off, her eyebrows might have fell off, all kind of stuff fall off because you got the daughters of Zion and Hebrew women, they like to fix themselves up with all kind of fake and plastic things. So the Hebrew man said, I don't want her, I don't like her, I hate her. I hate her, I shouldn't, I did wrong. Okay? And and a lot of you women can't deal with that. A lot of you Hebrew women deal with the fact when a man have sex with you, he don't want to talk to you no more. Or he don't want to call you. He don't want to text you. Or he ignoring you. He ignoring you. That's because he don't like you. Anytime a man ignore a woman, that means that he don't like her. He don't find no interest in her. He don't find no attraction in her. Then you want to run on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. You want to hire your relationship coach. You want to hire your relationship coach, or you know what I'm saying? Go talk to your pastor about a man and what you know. That's what you do. That's what you Hebrew women do. Mostly of you women. Yeah, I'll go hire relationship. Men too. They do the same thing. Men too. And you start talking to him about, well, you know, why he didn't like me. I met him at the club. I met him here. I met him there. And, you know, we had a good conversation. Everything seemed to be going good. But you know what? I did have sex with him, you know, because I liked him, you know. I liked the way he looked and all that. So I did have him because I really off and pick it up. But it didn't happen that way. So what can you tell me? When I said yesterday, he did not text me back. I've been texting him for 3 days and he won't respond to me. This is all the things you tell in your relationship folks. He won't respond to me and he won't, you know, get back with me. And if you pay money just for a man to tell you something the Bible can tell you, something the Bible can tell you, you tell a man to do that, something out of his a higher theory connected to him the right way. You can hear him. So he began to hate her, okay? Verse 14. And give occasion of speech against her, and bring up an evil name upon her, and say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a, okay? So this is a Hebrew man that have had sex with a Hebrew woman. And when he had sex with her, he didn't like her. He started talking to her that she wasn't all what he thought she was going to be. She looked good on the outside, but when I went up in there, but that it wasn't that. It wasn't on. So he's giving occasion a speech against her. It's a lot of this going on. So much of it. So this is your question when the men don't text you back, call you back, don't talk to you back, no response to you, is that they don't like you. Is that plain and that simple? They're not attracted. So you don't need to hire no coach to tell you what you need to do to get a man to want you and attract. No, he's never gonna want you. He's never gonna attract you because he hate you. Okay, he just don't like you. And see, he said the Hebrew man said, I found her not a maid, meaning that she was not a virgin. She was not a woman that hadn't had sex with another man. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying, but he's actually lying. You got a lot of young women out here and young men, Hebrew men and women of color that have never had sex in their life. They have never had sex in their life. Okay? Never, never had sex in their life. They are virgins. They are virgins. That's what the English Bible, the English definition call them virgins. They virgins. They never had sex with no one. You know, and they looking for that right person. They looking for that right individual to give their body to. And that's good because no one should lay down with anyone, any man or any woman, unless you know that they're going to be your husband or she's going to become your wife. That's how that's sacred. But you, Hebrews, Gentiles, y'all don't forget all about the sacredness of marriages and relationship and intimacy. Y'all don't forget all about that. And y'all going into all kind of defilement of your body. And then the man turn around, he hates you so much, turn around and kill you. Been with him 6 months, married to him a year. He turn around and murder you and all kinds of stuff because you did. Let's see what's going on here right here. 22, verse 15. Then shall the father of the damsel and her mother take them and bring forth the tokens of the damsel within unto the elders of the city at the gate of Jerusalem. And the damsel's father shall say unto the elder, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hated her. And lo, he have given occasions of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity, and they should spread the cloth before the elders of the city. Okay? So this scenario right here in the Bible, the father, the Hebrew father, gave his Hebrew daughter to the Hebrew man to marry. Okay, to marry. And once he married her, he did not like her. We're gonna pull up some strong concordance definitions to really get an understanding here. He did not like her once he married her. He wanted to divorce her. He wanted to be with her. He didn't find her attractive no more. He just didn't want her. So he tried to make up a lie. See, he tried to make up a lie to get out of them. How many men do that today? Try to make up a lie. How many women do that today? Try to make up something to get up out of a marriage. How many? It's billions and billions that are in marriages and relationships and are not happy. Not happy. Because you know why? You did everything the wrong way. But this father did the right thing. He gave his daughter, she was a woman that had never had sex with no man. He did it up under the law. He did it the Hebrew way. He did it the way the God of Israel wanted him to do it. Okay, follow the law. And this man saying that no, your daughter wasn't no, but the father had the fruit. He had the token of virginity, which is the cloth or the sheep that they went into the chamber or in the bedroom and had sexual intercourse, intimacy. This the kind of intimacy that is acceptable, acceptable because it's the way the God of Israel want it to be done. It's acceptable. Okay? But they went in there and he had the token, he had the sheep to prove that there was blood on the sheep. So that means his Hebrew daughter had never had sex with no one. So this man is actually lying because he don't want his wife. After he married her, he don't like her, he don't want her. That's what's going on. And you have a lot of that today going on. I shouldn't have married her, man. You calling your friends, oh man, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, man. I should not have married that woman. I shouldn't have married that man. I made a mistake. I don't even like that man. That man don't do nothing to me. I'm not attracted to him. I know. I have got married. I've been married before. I've been married before. And I've been married to a man where once I married him, I didn't want him no more. I did not want, no. Did I follow it the way that God is told me to follow it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did it my own way. Like a lot of you doing it your own way when it comes to marriage and relationship. So um, I didn't like him. I didn't want him. I wasn't attracted. I wasn't attracted to him. Really, to be honest, I married him because I didn't want to commit fornication. Meaning that I don't want to keep laying with all kind of men running up in me. I didn't want to do that no more. I wanted to just do the right thing and just marry a man and have a man stop, you know what I'm saying, committing fornication. So yeah, you can't marry people if you're not interested in them. That happened to me. That happened to me, and I stayed in the marriage for quite a while. I stayed in the marriage for quite a while, and I was not attracted to him at all. I mean, he was not my style. He was not, you know, he just didn't have it going on for me. And I stayed in a marriage for 10 years. I could tell. I stayed married to him for 10 years. And I did not like anything about him. The only thing I liked it about him, and he was a Hebrew man because I'm a Hebrew woman, but we both knew, even though it really acknowledged itself as a Hebrew, but we both knew it. And the only thing I liked it about my ex-husband is just that he was a nice person. He was nice. He was nice. He was gentle. You know what I'm saying? He's the kind of man that like to help me, with, in certain things. He was just a nice person. And right now today, I tell him, you was a nice person. That's why I married you. You was a nice person. It wasn't that I was really in love with you and I really wanted you like that. Well, I was attracted to you. I only married you because you was a nice person. And that's what I'm saying right here in Deuteronomy 22. The man is telling, that the dad that your daughter was not a virgin. Your daughter was, your daughter had sex with another man, and the daddy had the proof. He had the token of virginity, and he took it to the elders. He took it to the elders. So yeah, that can happen. You can marry someone or be in a relationship with someone. You just not attracted, you don't like the person, and then you want to get out of Okay, so let's keep right here again, Deuteronomy 22, verse uh, verse 16. And the damsel father shall say unto the elder, I gave my daughter unto you, and lo, he had given a speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter in vain. And yet these are the tokens of my daughter's virginity. And they shall spread the cloth before the elders of the city in Jerusalem. And verse 18, the elders of that city shall take that man and chastise him. See, they had to chastise the Hebrew man, the Hebrew brother, because he was lying on the daughter's time. And the elders of that city shall take the man and chastise him, beat him, and they shall immerse him in 100 shekels of silver and give them unto the father of the damsel, because unto the name upon a virgin of Israel or a maiden of Israel, and she shall be his wife, and he may not put her away all his days. So he lied. He gave her, he didn't like her. So the daddy went to the elder and talked to the elder. He didn't the elder and told him, you know what, this man lying on my daughter is true. It's just that he hated my daughter once he married her. He didn't like her. Her sex wasn't no good. Her sex probably wasn't no good. He didn't like the way her body looked. You know, he didn't find her attractive in her personality and the way that she was. It could have been any reason. It could be any reason why a man don't like you or want you once you marry him. That's why you have to be careful and take the time and make sure that you are marrying the right man, the right thing. The eyes of the God of Israel, great Holy Spirit, the mother of Jerusalem. You got to make sure you are doing the right thing. Because again, I made a lot of mistakes in relationships. As a young woman growing up, I didn't know the law. I didn't know nothing about what the God of Israel wanted me to do. I didn't understand nothing. You know, Jesus and that's all. They don't. So I didn't understand nothing. So I made a mistake in my life with relationships, even with being awesome. So this Hebrew man, he feels that he did the wrong thing. So he's trying to get out of it. It's gonna the daddy got the proof that He is light. He is I. Okay? So to all of you virgins out there, men and women, Hebrew men and people of color, if you haven't had sex with a woman or a man, please make sure you do it the right way. Make sure you do it the right way. Okay? Let's go down. Verse 20. But if this thing be true, and the token of virginity be not found for the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the man of her city shall stone her with stones that she die, because she hath wrought folly in Israel to play the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil away from among you. And if a man be found lying with a woman, okay. So if the Hebrew woman was not a virgin or a woman that have never had sex with a man, under the Hebrew law, that's what this is Hebrew knowledge school, okay? Up under the Hebrew law, up under the Hebrew nationality and culture, they had to take that woman, the elders of that city. They had 12 different areas because you got the 12 tribes of Israel. Whatever city that was in, okay, whatever tribe that was committing the offense, the elders had to take that woman and stone her to death. She was not going to live any longer. She was not, because in Jerusalem, up under our law, up under our culture, it is against the God of Israel, Ahia, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in the Hebrew kingdom. It's an offense for us as Hebrew women and Hebrew men to lay up and marry someone. Okay, this is under the Hebrew culture when we was in our own land, our ancestors. Okay, you couldn't do that. You would be stoned to death. If you try to marry a Hebrew man and you are not a virgin or a woman that never had sex, they will kill you and stone you to death. They had to. They had to. So we are here in this Gentile pagan world right now. We over here in this Gentile pagan world right now, and you can get away with anything right now. Ain't nobody gonna stone nobody to death fear of you, having sex with a Hebrew man and woman's not a virgin or a woman that she's still gonna live. She's still gonna live because we don't have no one right now to execute our law, to execute what we supposed to do as Hebrews, and we never will because all the Hebrews they caught up in religions. They caught up in religions, and they don't want to come together as one nation. We one people and we one nation, and once we clearly see that, then we can understand that we don't need Gentiles. We don't need the government. We don't need to vote nobody in. We are one. We are the Hebrew kingdom. We are the Hebrew nation. We are the 12 tribes of Israel. And once we realize that, we can be a nation again. And we can execute our laws. We can execute our laws. Yes, we got the priest in Haiti. Yes, Haiti is there. The priest is there. We got the elders, Judah, they there. Okay, so we have everybody we need to execute our own laws up under the Hebrew culture and the Hebrew guidelines and the Hebrew kingdom. But because we so divided and so divided and we don't want to come together as one. So no, you just gonna have the offense on you where you going around laying up with all these men, all these Hebrew men, and these Hebrew men going around laying up with all these Hebrew women. Okay? Now they got HIV going. It's so much, and when you do that, when you commit sexual intimacy with a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman, I'm just talking about Hebrew because this is a Hebrew knowledge school. There is a great price to pay. That's why a lot of people get HIV. It's off the hook, herpes and AIDS and all kind of things is going on over there in Atlanta, everywhere. It's a lot of that going on. Why? Because you're having sex, you're having intimacy with men and with women the way that the God of Israel don't want you to do that. He don't want you to do that. So he will give you something to kill you and to hurt your body, because you're not doing the way that you're supposed to be doing that. So right here, they said we're gonna stone this woman to death. If this woman, we find her that she's not a maid, that she's not a virgin, we're gonna stone her to death. That's what we're gonna do. Okay? So we got that going on. We're gonna stone that she died because she have brought folly in Israel to play a whore, to pay a whore and to be a whore. A whore. A whore is a woman that lay up with any man that she sees. Yes, you got a lot of whores in the Christian church. You got a lot of whores in the Christian church. You got a lot of whoremongers in the Christian church. Men and women lay up with each other all the time, laying up with the pastor laying up with the members of the church, and yes, the mother of the church laying up with the deacon, and the deacon is married and all. Yes, you got a lot of that in the Christian church. Whores. You got a lot of that in the Hebrew Israelite churches. Whores. Laying up with the elders, laying up with the brothers of the Hebrew Israelite ministries. Whores. You are whores. Oh, I like him, girl. Look at him, man. He got his dreads in. I'm gonna be here for a minute. He got his dreads in, girl. Look at his dreads, man. Look at man. He look good, girl. Ooh, I like him. I want that brother. I want that brother. So you start getting Google eyes and stuff, start looking at him and, start trying, what women do, they start trying to entice the man. See, this wasn't a case in Deuteronomy 22. The father had to give the daughter to the Hebrew man in Deuteronomy 22. It was not about his daughter going around to a bar and a club and to a church and to trying to entice the man to lay up with her because she liked the way he looked. Black women, good Hebrew women, bad with that. They bad with that. They love to entice the man. That's why they put them big long eyelashes on their eyes and them big eyebrows on. They doing the BBLs and the lip injections and the Tommy tucks. All of that is to entice a man. You're gonna destroy your body just to entice a man. Back in ancient times, the daughters of Zion were so beautiful. They were so beautiful. They didn't have to do none of that. They did do it. Some of them painted their face and put eyelashes, all that stuff. There's nothing new up on the sun. What has been has already been. Okay? But this daughter Zion right here, she was a maid. She was beautiful. Okay? So this is what I'm saying about that. So you can't be no whore. So stop it, women. Cut it out. Cut it out. It doesn't matter how, and I'm going to go into the stronger poison now. We don't have that many scriptures up here. Cut it out. Cut it out. I'm looking for whores. You're looking for the daughters of Zion. Okay? Cut it out. Stop it. Stop it. It doesn't matter if you got your veil on and your head covered and your long dress. You're still a whore. You still a whore. You still going a whoring after these Hebrew men and these Hebrew brothers that don't want you. See? That don't want you. They give occasion to speak. They said, going back and calling their homies and saying, no, man, I don't like her. So yeah, don't cut it out. Stop it. Stop. Stop being whores. Stop being a whore. I had to stop being a whore. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. I had to stop being a hoe. Yes, I used to be a hoe. Yes, I can admit that right now. I used to be a big hoe, but I had to stop being a whore. Okay? To serve the God of Israel, you got to stop being a hoe. To be the daughters of Zion, to be the daughters of Israel, to be Yaakov's daughters, you got to stop being a hoe. To be Yaakov's sons, you got to stop being a whoremonger. Okay? Y'all women just think because you like a man, because he look good, you're gonna make a date with him and y'all gonna end up at his house, you're gonna end up in a hotel, you're gonna no, that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to do it. That's not the way. That's not the way. Okay? And I'm gonna prove that to you. Let's keep going. Okay, we're on verse 21 now, Deuteronomy 22. Then they shall bring, okay, verse 22. We finished that section of the law. Okay? Verse 22. And if they be found land with a woman married, now we're talking about marriage, okay? Marriage. Talking about a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman. Okay? I ain't dealing with Gentiles. I'm only dealing with Hebrews here. If a man be found lying with a married woman to a husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shall they put evil, so shall they put away evil from Israel. If you go around and have sex with a man that is married, Hebrew women, this is a married man. You ain't got no business having sex with a married man. No, no, no. A lot of black sisters and black men, Hebrew, that love to do this. And it's against the law of the God of Israel. And yes, you will go to hell for that. Yes, you will go to hell and live with Satan and his demons forever for committing this offense, this transgression against. You cannot go around and lay up with a man or a woman that's married. And under law, the elders of Jerusalem, they had to stone, or the children of Israel, they had to stone you to death till you die. This how bad of an offense it is against the God of Israel when you have sex with someone that's married off. You must stone them to death. Yes. And I'm not even going there. I ain't going there. Stone them to death, that they both die. The man that lay with the woman and the woman, so you can put away the evil from out of Israel. Stone them to death. See, if we was one nation again, like we're supposed to be, we can execute this law. Get the evil out of the house of Israel. Evil. It's evil for you to lay up with your neighbor's wife or your neighbor's husband or the deacon of the church or the pastor. You laying up with the pastor, he's married. That's evil. Now, let's read verse 23. If a damsel that is a virgin, see, be betrothed unto a husband, and a man find her in the city and lay with her, then he shall bring them both unto the gate of that city, to the gate, to the entrance of that city, because the God of Israel wanted everybody to see in Jerusalem that these people was playing the whore and whoremongering with each other. They had to take them to the gate of the city, the very entrance of the city, on them to death. they committed adultery. Okay? You bring her to the city and lay with her, then you shall bring them to the gate of the city, and you shall stone them with stones that they die. The damsel, because and this is a virgin, this is a woman right here, a damsel that is a virgin. She is engaged to be married to a Hebrew man. Right in Deuteronomy 22:23. She's engaged to be married to a Hebrew man up under the law. I'm talking about the law, people. I ain't talking about no holy days, these days. I'm talking about the law, Hebrews. Okay? This is what's going to take you to hell. This is what the God of Israel going to judge us by. Law. Not how good you kept the Sabbath and all of that. So she engaged, and she was a woman that never had sex. And she was engaged to a man, married him, a Hebrew man. It was a Hebrew man that found her in the city, and he laid with her, and she laid with him. She laid with him, knowing that she was engaged to be married to another man. She still had sex with this other man because she wanted him. She liked the way he looked. Ain't nobody gonna find out. I'll just keep it a secret. No, you can't keep it a secret because the God of Israel see what you're doing. And the mother of Jerusalem, they see what you're doing. So she had sex with him even though she was engaged to marry another man. Okay? And he laid with her and she laid with him. And look what Moses is telling the children of Israel. Bring them to the gate of the city. You shall stone them with stones until they die. So you cannot, even if you are engaged to be married to a Hebrew man or Hebrew, and you go out and have sex on your fiance, I want to say, under the Hebrew law, they will stone you to death, man. And do y'all see all the order and all the wickedness and all the evil that you are doing, children of Israel? You're not following the law. You're not. And you notice your Hebrew Israelite elders, that's all they talk about. Keep the New Testament, and they keep you talking about the Passover and the holy days, and that's all you learning in the government. You will die. You suppose, and then right now we're not in Jerusalem. We're in slavery on this side of the earth under the Gentiles, So the God of Israel executes. He executes the punishment now. Because we are not in Jerusalem and we're not one nation. We can't stone the people that's in the office. So the God of Israel stoned you to death. He stoned you to death. He sent his angels to stone you to death. You will die. Something gonna happen. You will be held accountable, one way or the other. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to verse 25. She didn't cry. The man found it. He liked her. And she liked him. She didn't say, oh, rape, he's raping me. She didn't go run to the elders or the priests or to the prophets and say, this man raped me, this man found me in the city, and he grabbed me and raped me. No, she didn't cry. She humbled herself. She liked it every bit of what he was doing to her, even though he was engaged. man. Deuteronomy 22:25. But if a man finds some narrows here, betrothed damsel and lie with her, the man only her I'm married. She's thinking about her husband that she ready to get married. Her fiance. She's thinking about the fact that she's a Hebrew woman and up under the law. You're not able to marry a Hebrew man if you have had sex with another man. So she's thinking about all of that. Because she's a maid, she's a virgin, a woman that never had sex. So she hollering loud as she can, trying to get him off of her to stop him from doing what He's doing. But right here, they didn't stone her because she cried out for help. But they stoned the man, the Hebrew man, to death for raping the Hebrew woman. Can you see all of this today? They ain't doing nothing with people that's raping people now, but they supposed to die under the Hebrew, especially if she's a virgin, especially if she's a maid, especially if she's uh, married, especially if she's engaged to another man. Yeah. Verse 26. We're going to take this all the way to 30. Okay, 26 verse. But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing. There is in the damsel no sin, see, worthy of death. For it is when a man rise against his neighbor and slay him. Even so is this matter. For he found her in the field, and the betrothed damsel cried, see, and there was none to save her. So yes, they stoned the man, they didn't stone her. Then, verse 29, then the man that laid with her shall give unto the damsel father, see, 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife. Because he hath humbled her, he may not put her away all his days. A man shall not take his father's wife, and shall not wife, nor discover the skirt. Hold on. Okay, this if they be found, right here, 28. Answer that is a virgin which is not betrothed and lay hold on her and lie with her, and they be found. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he hath humbled her. He may not put her away all the days of his life. Okay, so this is a Hebrew woman that is a virgin that never had sex, and she's not engaged to no man. Fiance, she ain't thinking about no marriage, and she been found by this man, Hebrew man, and they lay down and have sex together. Okay, they lay down and have sex together. They don't got no token of virginity. They don't got nothing. But she is still a maid. She's still a woman that never had sex, but she's not. That man should take off um, for daughter, his daughter, which is 50 shekels. And he had to pay the father the dowry of a husband and a wife going into having having sex. Okay? He had to pay the father. And then it say right in the Bible that he could never put her away all his life. He had to stay married to her forever. 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 See, this is the only way up under the Hebrew law that you cannot put your wife away. It's when it happened this way. Not that New Testament stuff that they talk about in Corinthians. They say that Paul said. No, 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 no. All of that is injections. You can divorce your wife. You can divorce your wife. Or you can divorce your husband. Yes. Okay? But right here, this man, he couldn't have no other wife. He might have could have another wife, but he had to keep his wife. He had to keep his wife out because he humbled her. He humbled her and he had sex with her. And she was not engaged to a Hebrew man, and she's a Hebrew woman. So he had to pay the father the 50 shekels, and she'd have to be his wife forever because of that. Okay? So we're going to go to our Strong's Concordance right now. Now we're going to look up the Greek number 4202. 4202. See what that says. And can't no son, should no man go up to his father's bed and have sex with his wife. It is also a great abomination. Okay? It's Greek number, Greek, well, strong concordance, Greek number 4202. 4202. Okay? 4202. Okay? Okay. 2023. It says, it's a pornea in the Greek, or pornea. Pornea is like porn. Pornea. Pornea 420 adultery, fornication. Okay. So now, people hold that. First Corinthians now, the New Testament. I was just reading the law. Let's go to the New Testament. First Corinthians 6:18. Beautiful, beautiful what I just read. So beautiful. Thank you, God, is in the mother to read. First Corinthians 6:18. You don't know the law. You don't understand the law. What's going on? First Corinthians 6:18 says, that was one of the most longest scriptures I had, so we're gonna get finished now. First Corinthians 6, flee fornication. Let's go to verse 16. And know ye not that he which is joined to a harlot or a whore, okay? He, a Hebrew man that's joined to a whore or a harlot is one body, is one body, okay? For two said, okay? It's one body. That's why the God of Israel said under the law, there should be no whores in Israel. There's no whores and no whoremongers, men or Hebrew women in Israel. That's up under the law. Because when you join yourself right here in First Corinthians to a whore or a harlot or a prostitute, you become one body, meaning that you are connected right there. Okay? verse 8 to verse 17, First Corinthians. But he that is joined unto a higher is one spirit. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man do is without the body. But he that commit fornication sin against his own body. Sin against his own body. That's what you do. You sin against your own body when you commit fornication. Fornication is what I just read in the Greek. It's incest. It's incest, and we're going to look it up more. Unlawful sin, unlawful intimacy, unlawful sexual relationship. That's fornication. You commit it with your own body. Every other sin you commit is outside your body. But when you commit fornication, when you go around and lay up with a man's wife, or you go up and have sex with, all kind of men, and men having sex with, you are committing fornication with your own body. It's just like masturbation too. You commit sin with your own body. Masturbation is fornication. It's sexual intimacy outside of the normal way that the God of Israel told you that you should have sex. He never told you to play with your penis. He never told you that. He said go inside of a woman and a man go inside of a woman. Yes. He never told you to get no vibrator. None of that stuff. Women or men. That's fornication. That's what that is. You committing it with your own body. That's a great sin. That's a great, great, great sin. I gotta get it out, girl. I gotta get it out, Will. You know what? Don't get it out and go get no man. I used to say that. I'd rather go get a man than commit sin. No, 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 no. No. I'd rather not do neither one. I'd rather not do neither one and just do what I gotta do for the God of Israel and the mother of Jerusalem and wait till they send me the man that I supposed to have sexual intercourse. Let's go to our next scripture. Well, no, masturbation, having sex with dogs and clones, dogs. They got sex dolls, dogs not toys, all kinds of stuff. You got men having sex with men. Now they're calling it the down low. A lot of married men is on the down. Married women too. They're on the down low, having sex with other people outside of their marriage. This is often. In Jerusalem, if you was in, you would be stoned to death. You're already dead because of that spiritually. That's what's wrong. Because you are committing fornication, you are committing a lot of sexual offense that's written up under the law that you cannot do. Next precept. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 6:18. So I looked up the word idolatry. It's harlotry. One is harlotry, it's idolatry and incest. An idolater. An idolater. You can commit fornication with a statue. You can commit fornication with a stick. You can commit fornication with whatever you want to commit. They was doing it in Jerusalem. They went all bad. Incest. So it's incest too. When you have sex, your auntie, having sex with your uncle having sex with you, and your auntie and your grandma and your mama having sex with her daughter, and the daddy having sex with his grandkids and his daughter. All of this is incest. It is considered as fornication. First Corinthians 6:18. Okay, it says, "Leave fornication, leave, run away, get away from me, fornication. No, I'm not gonna lay up with no man to sleep. No, I'm not gonna masturbate. No, I'm not gonna jack off. No, I'm not gonna play with my private area. No, no, I'm not in no club to have sex with. You got a lot of black women today. They're so desperate. They desperate. They doing all kind of things. 'Cause they want sex. They want sex. They want sex. So they just doing whatever they can for a man to look at them, so they can have all of that. Oh, I mean, it's deep. And it's they so involved. back. I lost my connection, okay? That's what happened. Let's go back into our Hebrew knowledge. Okay, people, I'm back. Let's go here. Kind of hot here where I am. Excuse me for the noise. Um, um, you're right now, and fornication, every sin that a man does without the body. But he that commit fornication sin against his own body. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 6:9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of God? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor infidels, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. So know ye not, know not, you will not, you are unrighteous. Not one, you are unrighteous. You are a righteous person. And that's what you understand. You got all the relationship coaches on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Chit Chat, web, Instagram. You got all these coaches on. And all these coaches talk to you about all is that get a man, how to get a woman, what you got to do to get the man to love you, what you got to do to get the man, woman to love you, what you got to do to get the woman to attract to you. You know, these coaches are really, to me, they commit an offense against the God of Israel. They are when you teaching a man or a woman, especially a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman, how to get a man to attract to you and how to get a man to want you. And this man is not even engaged to you. This man is not asking you to marry him. This man don't even want you to be his wife. Okay? Um, it's really, really to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say that all the coaches that's on YouTube and Facebook and Chit Chat and TikTok, that they are wrong, all of them, but I'm gonna say most of them, because number one, they're not teaching you what the Bible say or the law of the God of Israel say about relationships and about marriages. And you rarely, I only seen one person. I say one guy that come on YouTube that say he's a Christian and he a coach. He say he a Christian and he tried, when he teach about relationships and marriages, he tried to teach it up under the way the things that the Bible say. But he don't even he don't really, because he talk about Jesus. So he really don't know the God of Israel. He don't know the law. So he really not really teaching the people the right thing either. But to me, you know, it's so many people getting money from you Hebrew women, Hebrew men that's looking for answers. You're looking for solutions. You look for ways to get a man to marry you, women, or get a man to desire you, or get a man to attract to you, get a man to like you. Same with a lot of money for this. And this is not what the God is with the money. He don't want you to pay no coach to teach you how to marry you. You could just simply go into I law God is see what it is that you have to do to get a woman to marry. Same with a man. You just really wasting your money, to be honest. You really, this is okay. So if I lose my connection one more time, I'm just going to end this one and I'll come back next week and do law class number 5 knowledge school because I don't want to keep losing connection. I make part two to this one, okay? Let's try this again one more time. Okay, let's see where we at in the scriptures. Precept. That was 6:9. It says, it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit. Okay, let's go to the next precept. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10:8. It says, neither let us commit fornication. See, as some of them commit and fell one day 320,000. Okay, and one day when the children of Israel left Egypt, they went a horn in the mountains and the hills and under the trees. All the children of Israel, the Hebrew nation, they went a horn after Moses had already told them, you cannot commit adultery with your neighbor's wife. You cannot commit adultery with your Hebrew brother, your Hebrew sister, Akwad and Ak. You cannot commit adultery with them. You cannot have you cannot commit fornication with your auntie and your brother and your sister and your auntie and your granddad and grandma. You cannot do that. That's incest. Moses told them all of that. But I read to you in Deuteronomy 22, but they went a horn and the God of Israel, they committed fornication. They began to worship idols. They began to have uh, rituals, sexual sexual rituals today in the cults, in the cult religions and the cult organizations. They have sexual rituals like with statues and six. I have all kind of sexual orgies rituals, and this is the children of Israel did when they was in Egypt. Our ancestors went off and they sexual with each other, and you know, people that was out there in the wilderness with them. They have sexual rituals and having sex. See, these women are dying today, and a lot of you black Hebrew men, women, children, Hebrew, black little children, black little girls, black men, old men, young men, old women, they dying today because of this very reason right here, fornication. You having fornication with other gods. The God of Israel ain't never told you to worship no God outside of him. You can only worship him. That's spiritual fornication. So you having spiritual fornication and you having natural fornication. So you are in great offense with the God of Israel. And these are the same things that was going on in Jerusalem. And that's why ancestors got scattered all over into the Gentile nations where we are today. Because of spiritual fornication and sexual fornication. Okay? Incest, all kind of stuff is doing. Okay? They was having sex with Gentile women and Gentile men. And the God of Israel told us that we cannot have no sex with no one. We cannot marry no other race and other nationalities but our own race and our own nationalities. And that's exactly what the Hebrews did. They went off and started marrying all kind of Gentile, Canaanites, Moabites. Look where it say here. Verse 8, 1 Corinthians 10. Neither let us commit fornication as some of them committed and fell in one day, 320,000. Okay, 320,000. The God of Israel killed 23,000 people in one day. In one day in the wilderness, in Mount Sinai, for committing fornication, spiritually and physically. Yes. That's why a lot of people dying today. You don't even know why you don't even know because you breaking the law. That's why the God of Israel is killing y'all. You breaking the law. Anytime you break the God of Israel law, you gonna die. You gonna pay. He gonna recompense on you what you doing against him. It doesn't matter if we're not in Jerusalem. He will execute the judgment his own self. And that's what he's doing right now. Man, I don't know why so many black people dying. I don't know why so many Mexicans die, Issachar and Dominicans. Yes, because y'all are Hebrews and you breaking the law. I don't know why so many Haitians dying. What's going on in Haiti? Why? Haiti is the priest and Levi. They're breaking the law. The God of Israel is executing judgment on you for fornication. Spirit Jesus, loving Allah, loving Buddha, loving Jehovah, loving Yah, loving YHWH, loving all them gods that the children of Israel, our ancestors, love, just with different names today. Most High, ain't nobody but El Yon, Baal Father, okay? Come on. So he killed 23,000. Let's go to the next scripture. What I have here. One moment, I'm looking up something right now. Yeah, I did. Ephesians 5:5. Let's go to that one. Matter of fact, let's go to Numbers 25, 1 through 9. Let's show why the New Testament, the 1 Corinthians 10, 1 Corinthians 6, 9 tell you that the God of Israel higher killed 23,000 of the children of Israel for fornication. Let's see why that happened. Let's go to Numbers. The precept is Numbers 25, 1 through 9. Let's go to the Torah. Let's go to the Torah. This is serious, people. This is no game. Numbers 25, 1 through 9. 1 through 9. That's why, I ain't masturbating. I'm not masturbating. I'm not playing with myself. I'm not doing none of that. No. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. How many people in hell for masturbating and jacking off? You know how many? So many. Now, I ain't going around laying up with Joseph and Carlos and Bill and Johnny and Ray and Mike. I ain't going around laying up with none of these men. No, no. Your intentions is not right, Mike. Your intentions is just to get up between my legs and defile me and defile my body as a Hebrew woman. No, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, then we're going into marriage next. We're going into that next, marriage. We're talking about fornication right now. Let's go into marriage. Okay, that's Numbers 25, 1 through 9. But and Shittim and commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab, not children. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat, okay, their gods, not the God of Israel. The children of Israel, our ancestors, they went off. They had all kind of gods in the wilderness. That's why they all died right there with their gods. And that's the same thing gonna happen to you. You're gonna all die right here on this side of the earth with your gods. Okay? And they called the people and they said they did eat and bow down unto their gods. Verse 3 of Numbers 25. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of Ahiah was kindled against Israel. And Ahiah said unto Moses, the heads of the people, and hang them up before Ahiah against the sun, that the fierce of Ahiah may turn away from Israel. And Moshe said to the judges of Israel, slay you every man that was joined to Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Mennonitess woman in the sight of Moshe, and in the sight of all the congregations of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand. And he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague was 24,000. Okay? The New Testament is 23,000. So Moshe and the priests and the elders, they took the children of Israel and hung them up, men and women that had committed spiritual and natural fornication with the Moabites, with the Gentiles. You don't supposed to have sex with no Gentile man or no Gentile woman. If they're not a Hebrew, you cannot have no sexual relationship with them at all. No sexual intimacy with them at all. If they're not a Hebrew man and a Hebrew woman. Okay? You cannot. It's against the law. It's against the God of Israel hated so bad that he killed 24,000 of them in the wilderness. 24,000. So they had their gods and they was doing their rituals and, they was doing their orgies and, They seances and that witchcraft, all the stuff they was doing to their gods out there in the wilderness. And the God Israel saw all of that, and they made him so very angry, just like y'all have made him so very angry today. And that's why people dying and dropping by the truckloads, by the truckload, by the truckloads. In a minute, it's gonna be about 100 truckloads, because you people are gonna stop hurting the God of Israel, the Mother of Jerusalem, the great Holy Spirit, the angels. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna quit. Okay, so they had the women, a lot of kids. Yeah, they out there, yeah, the Jordanians, they fought. They out there, yeah. Yeah, they have parties up on the mountain, up on the trees, and having sex and orgies and all kind of stuff going on out there. Man having sex with a man, woman having sex with women, Hebrew men having sex with men, Hebrew women having sex with Hebrew women, they're having sex with little Hebrew children, all kind of stuff. Incest, having they rape, having sex with their kids and having sex with their uncles and all kind of stuff was going on up in that mountain. So the God of Israel said, take them, Moshe, and hang them up, every last one of them. Hang them up against the sun. But see, the God of Israel, he lives in the east. The sun rises from the east. He said, hang them up towards the east, towards me. Because I want to see these dead people hanging up here. I want to see these dead people hanging up here. And they killed every last one of them. And the God of Israel told them to take them down. Take them out. So Moses, Moses, all he did was prophesy and tell the children of Israel the commands. Moshe was a powerful man of the God of a warrior. He was a king. He was powerful. In all kind of ways, he was powerful. Y'all got those little pretty Christian stories that they don't told you about Moses, and you believe all that stuff. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So the God of Israel told him to kill 24,000. And then the priests, Aaron's sons, they caught one of the Hebrews having sex with a Mennonitish woman. He took the javelin, he stabbed her in her belly. In her belly, man. It was going all bad in the wilderness. They went all bad, man, after the God of Israel told them they could not have sex outside of their own race and their own nationality. They can't marry no Hebrew woman, no Gentile woman, no Gentile man. They didn't pay attention. Just like you're not paying attention today. Okay? So let's keep going. I just wanted to bring that out. So let's go to Ephesians 5:5 now. Back to the New Testament. Then we're going into law and marriage.
Buenos días,
not law and marriage. What is this? We're going into marriage and relationship. Ephesians 5:5. Ephesians 5:5. Okay? It says, for this you know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater have any inheritance in the kingdom of the Mashiach and of the God of Israel. See? No whoremongers. That's why the God of Israel killed 24,000 in the wilderness. You are not going to make it with the God of Israel. I don't care how much you pray to Jesus, talk about Jesus, talk about you saved and you sanctified, you're a Christian and all of that. No, you are a whoremonger. You are a whoremonger. You are whores, spiritually and naturally. You are whores, Hebrew men and women. Okay, let's go. Now, where are we at here? Let's go to Revelation. It says, oh, verse 11. Okay, Revelation. Let's go to Revelation 2:14. And we get ready to close this out right here about sexual intimacy, forbidden sexual intimacy. Let's go to Revelation 2:14. We got two strong concordance definitions we need to look up. Yeah, well, I'm trying to finish this way I am because I don't want to go back and do it next week. I don't want to go back and do it next week. Okay, excuse me. Uh, so this is Revelation 2:14. They had sacrificed. They was eating things sacrificed to idols. That's what they was doing in the wilderness of Mount Sinai. And Numbers, I just read to you Numbers 25, 1 through 9. They start eating with the Moabites, with the Gentiles, the Canaanites, and all of that. Okay, things that was offered unto idols, their gods. You know, they will offer some bread to Baal. They will offer some bread to Malcolm. They will offer some bread to Ashtaroth. They will offer, some wine to Baal. They will offer, yes, to all the hosts. They was eating things. They was offering meat. They, was killing their children in the fire, offering to their gods. They was doing all of that, and they was committing fornication, having all kind of orgies and stuff with each other, with Gentiles and with each other. Near kin, next to kin, all of that. Let's just have a party. Let's just have a freak party. That's what they was doing in the mountain. They was having a freak party in Mount Sinai. Freak party. Y'all know about the freak parties. They have them all the time. Okay. Uh, let's look for the Greek number 4203. 4203. 4203. It says same thing from 4204, to act the harlot, indulge unlawful lusts of either sex, or practice idolatry, commit fornication. That's what they was doing in the book of Numbers. They was committing fornication. They went off. When they got to Canaan, the promised land, they went off. The God of Israel killed all the people in the wilderness, all the grown people. But when the children got to Canaan, they went off because their parents had taught them how to commit adultery and fornication. They got over there and started laying up with the Canaanite women and the Canaanite men, the Philistines. So this is the same thing going on today. You have been taught by your ancestors or by your mom and them, and your dad and them, how to lay up with a married man. And I know my mother, she had a married man. When I was a little girl, she had a affair with a married man that had about 7 or 8 kids. So yeah, that was a talk. So yes, I did it too. When I got old enough, I started doing all of that. So yes, this is what I'm saying. Whatever the children see the mom and the dad and them doing, they always fall. This is what's going on. One generation to the next. Wickedness and evil. Okay, let's go to the next Greek number in the strong concordance. This Greek number 4205. Look it up, fornication. It say to sell. Look at that, to sell. Chronos is just like pornography. Chronos, to sell a king, the base. A male prostitute. See that? A male prostitute. As venal, by anal. Look at that, by anal, having sex in its anal. It's a man having sex in its anal. This is fornication. Chrono, they call it in the Greek. Okay? They was doing all that in Jerusalem. Going off. Okay, that's why you got all these men today, these married men and single men, all kind of men that's having sex with men today. Yes. Hebrew men. Yes. Oh my God, there's so many gay men today. Hebrew men. It's so many gay Hebrew men and Gentile men, but I ain't even talking about Gentile. It's so many gay Hebrew men today, young and old. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. This is against the God of Israel, man. You're going to die and go to hell. You're going to die and go to hell, bro. You cannot live in the sight of the God of Israel being no gay and being no homosexual. He hate that. The God of Israel hate lesbians. He hate homosexuals. He hate all of that. All of that. All of that is a taught behavior that you learn from your mom and your dad. And if somebody raped you, somebody did something wrong to you. No, you wasn't born no lesbian. No, you was not born no homosexual. No, you wasn't born none of that. You was born a man and a woman. It was just somebody raped you. You saw something growing up when you was a little girl or a little boy. It's just a taught behavior. That's all it was. That's all it is. That's all it ever been. That's all it ever been. No, you design a man because somebody desired you when you was a little boy and hit you up in the backside. Okay? Now you want to hit another little boy up in the backside or man. So this is what it says. It's 4204. It's a male prostitute. A male prostitute, somebody that go around, a man, a Hebrew man that's having sex with all kind of men and all kind of women. All kind of men and all kind of women. That's what it is. The God of Israel is totally against the Hebrews. You got a lot of church men that's gay. Pastors, bishops, homos, T.D. Jakes, yes. Juanita Bond, they all, man. Lesbians, oh, man. There's so many of that. Oh, my. It doesn't matter if you with Jesus. It don't matter if you with Yah. It don't matter who you with. You are a homosexual. And the God of Israel hate it. Okay? Church cannot keep you from being gay. Church cannot keep you going to your church and your Hebrew Israelite religions. It cannot keep you from having a desire to have sex with a man and to have sex with a woman if you're a woman and a man. It cannot keep you from committing adultery. It cannot keep you from having sex outside of marriage. None of that can keep you. You need the God of Israel, the real power. You need the mother of Zion, the mother of Jerusalem to keep you, to help you, to give you that power to overcome those lustful desires that you have. It's a lustful desire. That's what it is. It's lust. It's lust. It's not right for you to lay down with a woman and you're a woman. It's lust. It's not right for you to masturbate. It's lust. A male prostitute. You're going around here laying over with all kind of men. You ain't number 15 years old, 20 years old. You don't have so many men run up in the backside of you. It's nasty, man. It's nasty. Stop it, please. And one thing about the God of Israel, he is a God that will let you return to him from your wickedness and from your evil. He will let you. He will take you back into his arms. All you got to do is quit. That's all you got to do. He told Israel, return to me, Israel. Return from your backsliding. Return from your whoredom. Return from your whoremongering. Return from your idolatry. Return to me, Israel, and I will receive you. Repent. This is the kind of God he is. He's a God that loves them that love him. He given us an opportunity. He given us a chance. All we got to do is return and quit the nasty stuff that we are doing against the law to satisfy our own selves. Where we at? So we finished with that. Let's go to law and we're going to marriage and relationships now. Okay, how many scriptures we got? One, two, got about 4 scriptures. That's not that many. Let's try. This is Hebrew, God of Israel, 12 tribes, Hebrew United School, lesson number 4. Okay, marriage and relationships. Let me talk to you about the word relationship, okay? Because everybody want to be in a relationship. Everybody want to be in a relationship. You want a man, you want a woman. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people. That's why y'all pay coaches to try to get you hooked up. Corinthians 10:11. Now all these things happen unto them for examples. See that? It's examples. and they are written for our admonition, upon whom the end of the world are come. So this is why we are at the end of the world right now, because it's so much fornication and adultery in this world. It was written, Moses writ the law for our example for us. He killed 24,000 in one day for committing fornication and idolatry. 24,000 in one day. And he killed billions of them in the wilderness. He killed the whole race of people in the wilderness. Within the 40 years that they walked in the wilderness, he killed every last one of them grown people and left the children. See, you're not playing with no weak God, people. You just don't know the God of Israel. You don't know him, and that's your problem. And as long as you don't know him, you're just going to keep on doing what you're doing because you think what you're doing, you can just pray and ask some God that you've been taught or believe in will forgive you. No, the God of Israel don't operate like that. Ahia is his name. He don't operate like that. He's the God of the Hebrew kingdom and nation. He don't operate like that. He don't just forgive you because you ask him. No, he don't forgive you because you ask him. Why should I forgive you? Why should I forgive you? What are you doing that's going to make me want to forgive you? See, he's not a foolish God. He's a wise God. He's the only wise God in this universe, in this earth. He's wise, people. You cannot trick him. That's what the children of Israel thought, our ancestors in the world. They thought they could get away with doing whatever they were doing and all of that. They thought they could do it, but they couldn't. So let's go to, so it's in examples. He has set examples for us to follow in the Bible, in the Torah, up under the law. Okay? Let's go to marriage and relationships. That's Genesis 29:17-30. How long I've been here? Okay. Got about 30 more minutes. I got to get out of here. Genesis 29:17-30. Genesis 29. Genesis 29. Marriage and relationship. That's our next segment of lesson number 4 for our knowledge school today. Genesis 29:17. Leah was tender. Let's go to 16. And Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the elder was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored. And Jacob loved Rachel and said, I will serve these 7 years for Rachel, thy younger daughter. Verse 19, and Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man. Abide with me. Verse 20, and Yaakov served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her. Okay, he loved Rachel so very much, man. Jacob was so in love with Rachel. And Yaakov, our father, the father of the 12 tribes of the Israel, Yaakov, that's our father. He's the father of the Hebrew nation. And the God of Israel is the father of the Hebrew kingdom, okay, in the nation. And Yaakov said unto Laban, give me my wife, verse 21. For my days are fulfilled that I may go in unto her. So he said, I want Rachel, I want my wife. I did what I supposed to do. I worked for 7 years. That was my diary to you for me to have your daughter, Rachel. Rachel was a virgin. Rachel was a woman that never had sex with no man. Her and Leah. Okay, and they was like 20 years old. I read research. Both of them was in their 20s. And they was Yaakov cousins. They was Yaakov first cousins. Okay? They was Jacob's first cousin. Rachel and Leah was Jacob's first cousin. Okay? Yes. But up under the law, you can marry your cousin. You can have sex with your cousins, but you can't have sex with your auntie, your uncle. You can't have sex with your granddad, your grandma, your mama, your dad, your children, your mother-in-law, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law. You can't have sex with them. But your cousins, you can. There's no law for that. So Yaakov was ready for his wife to go in unto her and have sex with her. Okay, he was ready to have sex with Rachel. Okay, to make her his wife. Because under the Hebrew culture, you must go into them. You must have sex with them in order for them to be your wife. It ain't got nothing to do with no going to no government and getting no marriage license and no marriage certificates and none of that satanic stuff that the world, the the law of the land have set up. Okay, it's only that the father give you the daughter, and you are under the Hebrew culture. So they had agreement that Yaakov gonna work for 7 years for Rachel. He did that because he loved Rachel so much. He loved her. He wanted her. He wanted her so much. He wasn't like that Hebrew brother that was in Deuteronomy 22 that married the woman and then didn't want her. Started talking down on her and criticizing her. He loved Rachel. But look what it says. Verse 22, and Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. Because it's time for him to marry Rachel. And they about to have a Hebrew feast. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him. And he went in unto her. And Laban gave unto him his daughter Leah, Zilpah. Okay, we're going to start right there. Okay? Let's go over, let's skip down, you know what happened there. Okay, let's finish reading. And Laban gave unto his daughter 24 Leah, Zilpah his maid for a handmaid. Verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. Said Laban, what is thou done? What have Jacob told? Yaakov told him, what have thou done unto me? Did I serve thee for Rachel? Wherefore did thou beguile me? Verse 26. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill her weeks, and we will give thee this also the service, which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years. And Yaakov did so, and fulfilled her weeks, and he gave him Rachel his daughter to wife also. And Laban gave to Rachel his daughter Bilhah, his handmaid, to be her maid. And he went on in unto Rachel. He loved also Rachel more than Leah, and served with him yet 7 other years. So yes, he went in unto her, and she became his wife. Yes, they had the feast, they had the marriage chamber, they had the token of virginity. They had to have that, always had to have that. They had that. They had the sheet with the blood on it and all of that to prove. If they ever went in question about Rachel and Leah, they had to have that to prove to the priest and to the that they did the Hebrew way. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. So marriage is very sacred. That's what I'm trying to bring out to you today. Marriage is a very sacred thing. It's so very sacred. It's so very sacred in the eyes of the God of Israel. Yet it's being so polluted and so defiled in this world. It's a way to marry a Hebrew. It's a way to do that. It's a way. It's a way. Not that you meet them at a club and you meet them on Pop the Balloon and then you ready to marry them because you met them on Pop the Balloon. That's that YouTube show that come on Pop the Balloon. They trying to fix couples up to be in a relationship. You know, that's a satanic show. It's a satanic show. I can watch. This is so satanic. How you gonna have a show, man and a woman to meet, just so when they meet they gonna have sex? That's all with black people. When they meet each other and they like each other, they're gonna have sex right away. And this don't supposed to. It do not supposed to. You don't have sex with no man or no woman unless it's your intent that we are going to be married. Like you have to ask that woman to marry you. You have to ask that Hebrew woman to marry you. And then when y'all get ready, y'all pray and talk to the God of Israel and all of that. Y'all go get ready to have the ceremony, to get the feast together, food together, whatever y'all want to do. Y'all have the feast, and then the man and the woman go in the bedroom, they consummate. That's it. That's it. The man and wife. It's that simple. But to pop the balloon, they have all kinds of people having sex with each other. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff. Mm. There's so many demonic shows and stuff in this earth. Okay, next precept. Let's read Matthew 15:19. About five more, and I'm ready to get out of here now. Matthew 15:19. Matthew 15:19. Matthew 15:19. 15:19. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemy. Out of the heart. This where all of this stuff is coming from, Hebrews. It's coming from your heart to commit fornication. It's coming from your heart to have sex outside of being married to someone. Having sex with your neighbor's wife, your best friend wife, and, you know, your mama husband, and all of that. Your sister-in-law, brother, and all. Yes, all of that is coming from your heart. That's where it's coming from. It's not coming from your belly. It's coming from your heart. And your heart. Go God of Abraham, Isaac, and God of Abraham. Commit force. That's what y'all is. $1 force. Nothing but force. That's what a man wants. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Keep it real right here on Hebrew Knowledge School today. Don't no man want you because you look like horse and you are horse. You are horse because you went a horn on the God of Israel, and that's why you are horse. Okay, let's go to Hebrew 13:4. Hebrew 13:4. Hebrew 13:4. You went a horn. Black man, they hoes, and y'all both hoes together. Hoes together. 13:4. Satanic world. Satanic. Wicked and evil. 13:4. Marriage is honorable in all. Hebrews 13:4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. What God? The God is. He will judge you. High is his name. He will judge you. Whoremongers, incest, whoremongers, having sex with your family, kids, whoremongers, homosexuals, God will judge you. He's judging you right now. That's why your life is a living hell. Because he's judging you right now. That's why your life ain't right. You can't get right. Nothing gonna be right. Nothing gonna happen. Because the God that he is judging you monger and a fornicator and adulterer. That's what God stone dead. You don't feel alive. Church and all of that. Allah, Buddha, God will judge you. He judges you right now. And when you leave this earth, you're going to be judged and you're going to be. That's all. Okay, next scripture. Let's go to Leviticus 21. So I want Leviticus 21:7. Let's go to the Torah. Torah. Leviticus 21:7. It said, they shall not take a wife that is a whore. A Hebrew man cannot marry a wife or a woman that is a whore. A whore. A whore. What is a whore? A whore is a woman that has sex with all kinds of men. White men, black men, pink men, purple man, whatever man, only black men. You still a whore. That's a whore. The God of Israel don't want a Hebrew man to marry no hoe. Okay? Yeah, and if you have been doing a whole mom and a whole hopping, I know I did a lot of it in my life. Yes, I did a lot of that in my life. Okay? But now I have returned to my God. And that's what he wants you to do, Israel. Return to him so he can clean your life up, clean you up, sanctify your body once again as a Hebrew woman. Make your body sacred, make your body pure, cleanse, so you can find that Hebrew man that you desire, that you want. You got to clean your body up, strip yourself of of that stuff. Eyebrows, eyeliner, throw trash it all, Hebrew women. Trash it. Make you look like trash. So trash it. And then watch what the God of Israel do when you return to him, when you repent with your whole heart and tell the God of Israel, you're sorry for being a whore. You're sorry for being a whore, laying up with all kind of men that's not your husband. Tom, Dick, and Harry, they say. You turn to God of Israel, you're hungry. God of Israel hate whores. He hate whores, and he hate these relationship coaches because they teach you how to be a whore. Teaching you how to be a whore. Yeah, go out on a date with him and all of that, and yeah, and all. Go out on a date for what? For what? What I need to go out on a date for? For what? Is this man looking at me to be his wife? Or yeah, it's okay to go out on a date. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with dating. I'm not against dating as long as you don't have sex with them. That's when it becomes wrong. When you open up your legs and you his pants and pull his penis out and y'all go into sexual intercourse. That's when it becomes wrong. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If he ain't asking you to be his wife, if you're not engaged to be married to him, and you cannot have no sex, no way until you actually get ready to Consummate, meaning that this man is ready for you to be his wife. He's ready for you to be his wife. And you ready for him to be your husband. Y'all are engaged, right? As Hebrews. To get union. Union say for man is marriage. The union. When it is a union, it is a sacred connection. God Israel ain't told you to marry these people. God Israel ain't told you to be with these people. You marry them because you. I know that. I a man that I didn't even that the God Israel didn't even want me to marry. Stayed married to him for a very long time. Very long time. In a marriage that the God of Israel did not even want. On the day that I was walking down the aisle, he told me, don't marry him. He told me, don't marry him. And I told him, I don't want to get married. I changed my mind. But he grabbed me and he forced me to marry him. He forced me. In Jerusalem, he would have been stoned to death. Because he forced me to marry him, and I didn't want to marry him. The God of Israel told me, don't marry him. I heard his voice clear. So a lot of y'all women and men, y'all in marriages, and you're not happy, and you marry somebody you don't like, you marry somebody you don't love, you marry somebody that you don't want no more, you don't have no desire for them no more, you're not attracted to them no more. It's a lot of hell and arguing and confusion in the marriage, and oh my God, why? Because you married the wrong person. You married the wrong person. I don't care how many relationship coaches you go to and therapies you go to, you married the wrong person. When you marry the right person, there's no confusion. When you're in a relationship with the right person, there's no confusion. The word relationship means relating to each other. Relating means getting along. Getting along, no arguing, no stress, no anger, no frustration, no confusion. Getting along with each other. That's what relationship means. Relating to one another. So if you're not relating to each other, you're not even in a real relationship. You're in madness. You're in nothing but madness. And I recommend you to walk away from that right now. No, don't marry that man if y'all arguing now and y'all not getting along and he don't ask you to be his wife and all of that. You don't, I'm telling you, don't do it. Hebrew man, same with you. Don't marry that woman. Don't do it. Because you're gonna make your life a living hell with that woman, with that man. Don't do it. You got to relate to each other. Get along with one another. That's why Yaakov, he loved Rachel. They wasn't arguing. And when he married Leah and Rachel, they was sisters. They was twins, as a matter of fact. Leah and Rachel was twin sisters. They was in their 20s, like 21, 20. And Yaakov, Jacob, was in his 70s. 70s. He was like 50-some years older than them. Okay? And they was twin sisters. So look, and they was his first cousin. So that marriage was law, under the law. Now, let's go to Leviticus 21:7. Did we read that? They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his God. They should not take a wife that is a whore or profane. That's a whore or profane. Just straight up sinful, just straight up nasty and wicked and evil. Profane. You don't take a woman, Hebrew man, that's got weave in their head, because they profane. Yeah, you didn't know that. Weave is idolatry. When a woman put weave on top of her hair, she could be not dark. That's a profane woman. You don't marry a woman that's profane with eyelashes 3 inches long. That's profane. You don't marry a woman with BBLs. She don't injected her butt so she can get it bigger. That's profane. That's a nasty, unclean woman. All of that is profane. You don't marry a woman that don't believe in the God of Israel, that don't have a prayer life. It's not all of that is a profane woman in the whole. Okay? Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband. Neither should you marry a woman that this talking about the priest though. This talking about the priest. Leviticus 21 is giving guidelines for the priests that they can't marry. So you're not from the tribe of Levi. It's not talking about you. It's not talking about you, Judah, Benjamin, and all of you. It's not talking about you, Hebrew man. It's talking about the priest, the Levite. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Leviticus 21:13-15 is talking about Haiti. Leviticus 21:13-15. It says, and you shall take a wife in her virginity, a widow, still talking about the priest, okay? So we're going to skip all of that. We're going to skip all of that. Talking about the priest, the priests don't even know they're the priest today. Haiti don't even know they're the priest. You got Judah trying to be the priest today. The elders. Leviticus 18:5-4. Okay, it says, you shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgment, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am a high. None of you shall approach to any that is near akin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am a higher. The nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of your mother, shall thou not uncover. She is thy mother. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. You cannot have sex with your mother. You cannot have sex with your father. Okay? There's a lot of that go on with black folks, people of color today, the Hebrews. Okay. Verse 9, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or the daughter of thy mother, whether she be born in the home or born abroad, their nakedness thou shalt. You can't have sex with your sister. You got a lot of that going on in Hebrew black folks' house. People come having sex with their sisters and their brothers. Come on. The nakedness of thy son's daughter or thy daughter's daughter. Even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is thy own nakedness, the nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter. You can't do that. Your sister-in-law, you can't have no sex with her, your brother-in-law. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, your auntie. She is thy father's near kin woman. You can't have no sex with your uncle and your auntie. You get the picture. Verse 14, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thy aunt. You can't have no sex with your auntie now. Okay? This is all up under the law of the God that put us in this earth. Okay? Let's go to the New Testament. One more scripture here, I think. Matthew 1:19. And we're going to look up a few strong concordance, and that's it. I'm going to finish. Matthew 1:19. I just wanted to come on and do this Hebrew lesson today. Matthew 1:19. It says, so this is talking about Joseph and Mary. It's And the birth of Yeshua Christ was on this, and the birth of Yeshua the Mashiach was on this wise. When his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Spirit. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not willing to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. But while he thought on these things, behold, the angel of Ahai appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thy son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. Okay, so Joseph and Mary was in spouse. They was engaged to be married. Okay, they was just waiting on the feast day. They was waiting on all of that to get together. The father had gave Mary to Joseph to be. He was just getting ready to go into the chamber to do the consummation, to get the token of virginity, and they was going to have the feast. But what happened is that Mary and Joseph lost composure. They couldn't wait. They didn't want to wait. They did not want to wait. It's so many Hebrew men and women like this today. You engaged, your man might ask you to marry him, and you immediately just go and have sex with him on that. But Mary and Joseph, they just couldn't wait. They wanted to have sex. They wanted to be together. They didn't want to wait any longer. So that's what happened. They constantly, mean they had, they was in spot. He was in. They was. She was in spouse, meaning engaged to be his wife. They couldn't wait, so they didn't want to wait. It was both their decisions to have sex outside of the marriage chamber of the Hebrew law and culture. So they had sex, and he got afraid because I read to you today about the law in Deuteronomy 2, when you have sex with a woman that is betrothed to be your wife, and you don't go into the marriage chamber to consummate with the token of virginity, they will stone you to death. So that's why Joseph was so afraid, because he's like, he know he did wrong according to the Hebrew law. He know, but God Israel sent the angel and told him, Joseph, don't worry, don't fear. Just take Mary, your wife, because they had already consummated. And that's what make a Hebrew and a Hebrew man, a Hebrew woman, a Hebrew man, husband and wife. When they consummate, when they have sex, that's sacredness of them connected in a union as a man and a woman when they have sex. This is the way the God of Israel like to do that. So he was afraid. He said, take her to Egypt and wait till Herod die and then come back and all of that. So that's what happened with that. They was going to stone Mary to death. Joseph. I mean, Mary on Joseph and Mary. They both. So he was so, because they had priest ceremony and all of that, the feast and the marriage chamber on their own, within their own private area. They're supposed to have witnesses when they go in the marriage chamber. It's supposed to be the mother there, the father there, the priest there, whoever there. Okay. So I'm finished with that. I am look up in the Hebrew for marriage, Hebrew number 2580. You're going to look up a few, and I am going to leave. Okay, Hebrew. Let's look up in the Hebrew. 258, marriage. Very sacred. Very sacred. 2580. Not no more. Y'all don't defile it. No more. 580. People that the God is, you don't want you to marry, all kind of stuff. 2580. It is graciousness, kindness, favor, beauty, favor, gracious, pleasant, precious. All of that is involved in marriage. Being kind to each other, loving your wife, being in a beautiful relationship with her, while engaged, all of that is beautiful. Kind, love, appreciative, a lot of admiration and gratitude with each other, relating to each other, getting along with each other, understanding each other. What's the next Hebrew number? 2603. It say for marriage, to bend, to stoop in kindness, or inferior to favor, bestow, cause and to implore, merciful, see, have pity upon, pray for, find favor, grant, give. All of this is involved in a marriage that is righteous, that is sacred, that is bond between you, the God of Israel, the mother of Jerusalem. It's a bond, it's sacred, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. I never had a beautiful marriage. I never had a beautiful marriage. Never, never, mm, never, no. Because I married all the people that the God of Israel didn't want me to marry. That's what that was. And I did it the wrong way. I didn't do it the righteous way up under the. Okay, let's go to the next strong concordance number. Hebrew number 6172 for uncleanness. And then we have one more. 671. Let's go to divorce. Let's see what divorce means. Hebrew number 3772. 377. It say for divorce to cut off, down, asunder, to destroy or consume, especially to covenant, making alliance or bargain, cutting flesh, passing between, destroy. That's what the divorce do. It destroy the covenant between a man and a woman. That sacred covenant, that sacred bond between a man. Yes, you can divorce. Yes, you can divorce. You can divorce. You can get them a bill of divorce. A bill of divorce. Yes. You can put it in her hand, give it to her, write a Hebrew name, and give it to your wife because you found some uncleanness in her and you don't like her no more, you don't want to be married to her. You can give her a bill of divorce and she can put it in her hand. She can become another man's wife. That's it. Okay? That's up under the law. Okay, get ready to leave now. This last one I'm going to look up is Hebrew number 6712. Yeah, been here a long time, almost 3 hours. Yeah, 2 hours and a half. 6712. 6712. It says laughter, pleasure. Okay, y'all get the point. I'm getting ready to leave. I thank the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for this lesson, for our God of Israel, 12 Tribes Hebrew Knowledge School today, lesson number 4, marriage and relationships. We was talking about and sexual forbidden sins. And I will see you next week with our Hebrew history class. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment. Anything you want me to talk about, teach about, know about. Talk to you later.